WrestleMania 42 will be taking place in the city of New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. It was reported online today. Apparently, allegedly, it's been in the work for months, and they're going to announce it after Elimination Chamber,
Mm-hmm.
I think, or yeah.
It's
So
like at Mania
yeah,
before.
it's gonna be announced at one of the next two pay-per-views. So they just got out now, but it will be at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, which I'm not too happy with. Okay, I know it's gonna be awesome and yeah. But can New Orleans just chill out on hogging WrestleManias? It feels like they get one every few years.
They do.
Well, they do. It's a fact.
Yeah.
I spit
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
And it's not fair because London was in the running. Indianapolis has that deal.
I
You know,
well,
there's we could go back to California, but maybe not to Los Angeles. We can go back to Levi's.
yeah.
We could. I mean, we can't do stadium shows here in Boston, which is the biggest issue. But maybe
Imagine a
late
WrestleMania
April.
at Gillette.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe a later April,
Well,
like
they did
last
it in
week in
Philly.
April.
They did
That's
it in
insane.
Philly.
It was fucking cold though.
I know, but like I
It
think it
was
was
really
also
cold.
like historically cold. Like I don't think it's normally that cold.
Yeah. Well,
But
I
I don't
wouldn't have
know.
got my favorite sweatshirt if it wasn't too cold. So
Yeah.
look at it that way.
Well, I'm kind of wondering like because they're going back to a place that they've been before, what the other options were and why they are like, let's do New Orleans again. Like I kind of wonder why they're going back because there are other places like we talked about this the other day about like Indianapolis is supposed to be getting a Mania in the next few years. Well, this is next year that's already pushed out. So it's like, okay, so does that mean Indy gets in 2027? I don't know.
I
But
also saw that, not to cut you off, but I did see that they are not thinking of WrestleMania in London or Saudi before 2028.
well, and I'm wondering they're gonna probably do something like uh London is probably gonna get something big. Like I would assume they might get like a big four. Like what if they got like SummerSlam, or what if they get War Games or something like in the meantime, because they've teased it. It's not even just like, oh, uh it's been a rumor online that London will get a Mania. It's like, no, they literally had John Cena come out in London and be like, oh, why don't we have a WrestleMania here? And then they met with like London
You
officials and
remember
like
the
teased it.
tiny, yeah, the
Yeah,
tiny title,
so it
the
feels
tiny
like
title.
it feels like, okay, no, they have to get something going eventually because this isn't just internet random people talking about it. Like you've hinted at it as well. And so I think that because they've had those conversations, I would like to think that they're going to get something in the meantime, like they could get a Money in the Bank even or something. I don't know.
Give them a rumble. You know how
I mean,
electric that crowd would be for a rumble?
I know that would be good. Yeah. Especially if they might do 2 night rumbles next year. Remember? So like if you get a rumble, it's kind of like a mini mania,
It is a mini mania.
So it's like I feel like if that is what you get while waiting for your mania, you kind of can't complain, right? Like
No,
I think people
you can't.
really normally will do like Mania is your favorite PLE, and then it's like the Rumble is a lot of people's like top two.